Should I? Okay.
Hey, good afternoon, Mrs. Sexton.
Good afternoon, Miss Huddle.
Happy Turtle Tube Tuesday.
Happy Turtle Tube Tuesday.
So here's what happened. This happened in my imagination over the weekend. It didn't actually happen, but I was wondering if 4 students raked the leaves in my yard.
4 students.
Because, we have servant leaders around here.
That's awesome that they would do that for you.
And, there's leaves everywhere. So 4 students raked the leaves in my yard. And I wanted to show abundance mentality. And so I went in my piggy bank and I found $96.
Oh my gosh, you saved a lot of money in your piggy
did
bank.
because I care about raking leaves.
Wow.
And what I wanted to know is if I had $96 to pay 4 students for raking my leaves, how much would each student receive? How much money?
Oh, okay. Well, Miss Huddle, this is a division problem because we're starting with our total 96 and we're going to divide $96 equally among 4 scholars. So our problem is 96 divided by 4.
That's right.
And it equals an unknown number. Now, for this problem, we're going to write it using a different way. We're going to write it using the division, what I call is a division house.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like a house. And the number inside, the total goes inside. This is called the dividends. We put the dividend inside, 96, and then the number of groups or people we're dividing it among goes on the outside.
Got it.
So I'm saying 96 divided into 4
Parts,
groups, right?
4
Because we're
equal
dividing
shares.
it into 4 people. Okay? So to make this problem, to show what's going on when we do this problem, we have 96 here. And we're going to divide this 96 into 4 different groups, so 4 different people. So I'm going to start by making sure that I have 4 different groups. So group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4.
Got it.
And I'm going to start by putting my 10s equally
10,
in each group.
20,
30,
30, 40, 50, 60, 70,
and 80.
Miss Sexton, oh no.
What's wrong, Miss Huddle?
Well, you were sharing equally, and every person got $20. 10, 20. But then there was $10 that we can't give to someone because it wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, we can't give that because we can't break it apart.
That's
but
right.
before we get to this 10, I'm going to say, well, we divided these 9
good idea.
10s into 4 separate groups. And when we divided them into 4 groups, how many 10s were in each
2
group?
10s.
2. So I'm going to write that up there. And that took care of 2, 4, 6, 8 10s.
So 2
I'm going to write
times
it
4
underneath there.
is 8.
Yeah, I'm going to write the 8 underneath there. And I know that since I started out with 9 10s and I used 8 of them, I'm going to subtract to show that I have 1 10 left.
Oh, wow.
Now, I can't break this 10 up into a whole bunch of different parts, but I can regroup it. 10 is worth how many ones, Miss Huddle?
10 ones.
10 ones. So there's 5 ones, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay?
Wow.
So there's 10 ones. I can get rid of this 10 because this
'Cause you
one
did a
10
trade.
is the same as 10 ones. Now I have 10 ones plus my 6 ones. How many ones is that altogether?
16.
16. So I show that over here on my problem by putting the 6 down here. So I had the 110 is a 10 ones and then 6. So that's 16 ones altogether. Now I can split these 16 ones equally into my 4 groups, right?
Because the friends still need to
Yeah.
have payments.
So I'm going to put 2 in each group. Okay, I put 2 in each group, and I can have, I'm going to cover up you can see my groups now, right?
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
it's
cover
totally
those
fine.
up. Okay, so now I'm going to keep splitting them equally, 1 for each friend. This is like $1.
12,
Oh, and look at this, Miss Huddle.
13, 14, 15.
It works out evenly, and I was able to put 4 ones in each person's group, and so I'm going to put 4 ones up top here, and I
For a
used
total of 16.
16 ones, and so everyone can have the same amount of money.
No
I don't
remainder.
have a remainder this time.
No remaining
So,
money.
mm-mm.
Miss Sexton, that was what I love to see. I love to see it side by side like that.
Yeah. Wow. So scholars, a lot of my friends, this what we call here is the algorithm, and it's a little bit tricky to remember how to write everything. So I told my scholars if they can do it this way and then try to represent what's going on with their dis in the algorithm, that is okay for right now, and that if we can only solve the problem using the dis, that's okay. We'll just keep trying this algorithm again and again, and eventually I told them we're going to exercise our brains enough that it's going to click.
I think so too.
But right now, if we are having a little bit trouble with remembering how to write it all, we're really just focusing on how to divide up those tens and then those ones.
That's right.
Yeah. So I know that scholars probably don't have any place value dis at home. What could they do to solve these long division problems if they don't have these at home?
Well, Mrs. Sexton, one thing we could do is we could find small things around the house. So for your tens, maybe they could be Cheerios, and then maybe your ones could be a small piece of Lego.
Yeah.
But also they could draw them.
They could draw them.
They could draw anything else. Drawing, small pieces around. What else? Anything?
No, those are great ideas. That was what I was going to suggest as well. Should we show our scholars one more problem that is similar to that?
Well, yeah.
And we'll draw it out instead of using these place values.
That's a great idea. Now, is this the challenge or is this just another practice?
Let's give them one more practice. I want to give them a practice that has a remainder in it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So the problem I want to do next, friends, is 47, and I'm going to divide it by 4. So for 47, I'm going to draw my 10s and my 1s using base 10 blocks. So those are sticks for 10, because it's easier than drawing a little circle with
That's
a 10.
right.
So each stick represents a 10, and then I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. And I want to split those into 1, 2, 3, and 4 groups. Okay? So I'm going to take all my 10s and 1, 2, look how great that works.
That's really neat.
I used up all of my 10s, and I put 1 in each group. I used up 4 10s, so now I have no 10s left, right?
Right.
But I still have my 7 1s left that I have to divide up. So I'm going to take this one and put it here. That one goes there. 3, 4. I know that I only have 3 left, and I can't give each group another one, so I just put 1 in each group. So that was 4 that I used up. And I know that I have these 3 left over. Do you remember what we call those leftovers, Miss Huddle?
We call them remainders because they remain.
Yeah, they remain. So I have 11 with a remainder of 3 as my answer. So that's a way that we can divide it up, scholars, without having to have blocks or chips. But
I like that.
you can definitely, like Miss Huddle said, you can use any items that you have around your house. You can
Cereal's
use Legos, you can use cereal. All of those things will help you. Also, I just happened to be at Target the other day, Miss Huddle, and I noticed that there were some place value blocks, just like we have here, in the dollar spot. So I don't know if they're still there, but I did see them over the weekend. So,
oh my gosh. I hope that'd be really neat if some scholars could get those.
wouldn't it be? All right, should we give our scholars a challenge?
Teacher high five.
All
Give your
right.
teacher high five.
So we're going to give you the challenge problem of 51 divided by 4.
Okay.
All right.
I
so-
can't wait to see your hard work.
So scholars, don't just come with an answer. Make sure that Miss Huddle and I can show how you can show us how you solved your problem. Make
Challenge
sure that you
accepted.
have a proof for your answer.
All right. You guys
right.
have a wonderful night and come show us your work in the morning.
Come show us.
Goodbye.
Bye.